Star Wars Outlaws was just revealed, and along with that came a short little gameplay showcase. I'm going to tell you everything that we know about the game up to this point, and I'm going to give you some of my initial thoughts and some things that I noticed about the game. First off, one of the main things is the game is open world, and for whatever reason, this is the first ever open world Star Wars game we've ever gotten. And just seeing from the gameplay showcase, like, we can see a lot. In the 8 or 10 minute span that the showcase was, you got to see the main character, K Vest, go up into space, do some ground blaster combat, and be on a bike. Like, we got to see a lot in that short little time. The Star Wars universe is just perfect for an open world game, and I'm really happy to see that it looks like, at least, that they're doing it right. So one thing that's a little unfortunate to me is the game appears to be heavily story driven. You don't get to create your character, you don't get to choose, oh, am I a Jedi, am I a Sith, stuff like that. You're this K Vest character who's an outlaw, and kind of first impression I got was like female Han Solo was kind of the vibes that I was getting. Honestly, I'm not complaining about another Star Wars single player game because Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor are great, but honestly, I would have loved to see like a more customizable path. Another interesting thing about the game is it's going to be set between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, so between episodes 5 and 6, which I think is pretty cool. Most of the time in Star Wars, we see things set between episodes 3 and 4 and 6 and 7. That's always how it is, so it's nice to see like something kind of in between, especially a very pivotal point like 5 and 6, you know? So I thought that was a cool little fact about the game. Another thing that really surprised me is this game is actually coming out next year, and I have heard rumors going around that it can be early to mid next year as well, so we don't have to wait a very long time for this game. I feel like I'm used to like hearing about a game and then having to wait like 8 years for it to actually come out, so it's nice to see like just a year. At least we hope so, unless it gets delayed or something. That's honestly a possibility. One thing that a lot of people are thankful for in this game is that it's not going to be like Jedi and Force user focused, right? It's going to be focused on an outlaw. I'm sure because it's a Star Wars game that there will be some Force users here and there, but it's looking like most likely they're just going to stick to the outlaw scenario, which if they do it right, like I'm all here for. Like I'm excited to see how it goes. While this isn't confirmed yes or no yet, I'm getting the heavy vibe that this game is not gonna have multiplayer in it, which is honestly kind of unfortunate. It's been almost 6 years since we've gotten like a full-scale multiplayer Star Wars game, but sadly, I just don't think that's gonna be a reality. Now, actually watching the gameplay, I was pretty impressed, to be honest. The main studio behind the game is Massive Entertainment, and it's being published by Ubisoft, which Ubisoft gets a bad rap, and I agree with why people say that. Like, I'm not super big into Ubisoft games. There have been some in the past, like The Division that I've played, but a lot of Ubisoft games I've played I haven't enjoyed that much, so I'm still a little skeptical, but graphics wise, like the game looks really good. I will be honest though, the combat did not look amazing. It looked good, but not like anything super special, nowhere near like the Jedi Survivor level of combat, right? But you know, there's still time to work on it, so we'll see. However, the parts of the showcase where they were in space and on the bike, I thought those looked really good. Like I was like thoroughly impressed. Like in my head, I'm like, this is what an open world Star Wars game should be, just like cool exploring. So yeah, there's a lot of new information that came out about this game in the last couple days, and it's really exciting, to be honest, and I'm sure we'll get a lot more coming very soon. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, go check out the video up here, and if you want to stay up to date about Star Wars Outlaws and any other Star Wars project coming up, that's another good reason to subscribe. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye.